Listen up, Giants family, because the streets of New York are absolutely on fire right now. We are standing at a massive crossroads for this franchise in 2026, and what I just found out will change every single thing you thought about this upcoming season. This is total chaos in the building, and we need to stick together as a tribe to survive this news. We are pushing for 500 subscribers to keep this community strong, so hit that button and tell me your name and city below. You will not believe the massive reunion that is suddenly back on the table. The atmosphere around the facility is heavy because we finally have the raw truth about the situation that is keeping every Giants fan awake at night. The main man everyone is talking about right now is Odell Beckham Jr., and the rumors are no longer just whispers in the wind. We have official word that Odell Beckham Jr. wants to reunite with his old team, and the front office is leaving that door wide open. But why is there a holdup when the fans are screaming for a spark? The answer lies in the devastating update regarding our superstar rookie receiver. The target date for Malik Neighbors to return from that serious knee injury has been pushed back significantly. We all hoped Malik Neighbors would be ready for the start of training camp, but that was never a realistic goal for a recovery this intense. Now the team is looking at a possible return in Week 1 of the season at the earliest. This potential absence is bringing back haunting memories of that underwhelming receiver group from last year. Outside of the reliable Wan'Dale Robinson, the production was a total nightmare, and we cannot afford to repeat that history. People are rightfully wondering why the Giants are delaying a reunion with Odell Beckham Jr. when both sides clearly want each other to happen. Head coach John Harbaugh gave us a massive clue during the rookie minicamp about why this hasn't been finalized yet. John Harbaugh was very direct when he said that Odell Beckham Jr. could definitely make a team in the league right now, but the real question is if he can still make a difference on the field. John Harbaugh is letting things play out over the next month and into training camp to see exactly where this roster stands. Do you think the management is playing a dangerous game by waiting, or should they pull the trigger on Odell Beckham Jr. right now before another team steals him away? Wait, because it gets even crazier. When you look at the hidden clues buried in the statements from John Harbaugh, the fact that the Giants are willing to let this situation drag into training camp signals a very specific strategy regarding the recovery of Malik Neighbors. John Harbaugh has finally acknowledged that it has been an incredibly hard road back for our 2024 first-round pick, and there is a massive chance he might not even be ready for the opening kickoff of the season. It is an absolute certainty that Malik Neighbors will start training camp on the physically unable to perform list, which changes the entire dynamic of the summer. Even if he gets cleared, he still needs weeks of conditioning to get back into true football shape. This is why the availability of Malik Neighbors is such a huge question mark for the start of 2026. Meanwhile, the Giants are sitting here with 12 receivers on the 90-man roster right now. The front office wants to see if any of these younger guys can step up and fill the void left by Malik Neighbors before they commit to bringing back a veteran like Odell Beckham Jr. There is also a major tactical factor that nobody is talking about yet. John Harbaugh has a long history of leaning heavily into 12 and 13 personnel packages from his time with the Ravens. That philosophy is not going to change now that he is leading the New York Giants, especially after the team added a weapon like Isaiah Likely to the mix. The role of the tight ends in this passing offense might be the real reason why there is no sense of urgency to sign Odell Beckham Jr. It seems like John Harbaugh is more focused on using Isaiah Likely and the other tight ends to move the chains rather than bringing in outside help at receiver. Is this the right move for our offense, or are we setting ourselves up for a repeat of the offensive struggles we saw here? This entire situation is turning into a high-stakes redemption arc that could either save our season or lead us into a total disaster. The way the 2026 schedule is constructed might actually be the secret weapon that allows the Giants to be patient with Malik Neighbors. If the team decides to keep Malik Neighbors on the physically unable to perform list to start the season, he won't even count against the 53-man roster for the first 4 weeks. This gives the coaching staff incredible flexibility to evaluate the talent they already have. Once those 4 weeks are up, they can open his practice window at any time, which gives them 21 days to get him into football shape. If they play their cards right and open that window after the Week 4 game, it takes them all the way through Week 7 of the season. Here is the genius part, because the New York Giants have a bye in Week 8. This schedule gives Malik Neighbors all the time in the world to round into peak condition for the second half of the season. That is the part of the schedule where things get really tough, and we are going to need our explosive rookie at 100%. But where does that leave the legend Odell Beckham Jr. right now? If the roster stays healthy, the fit for Odell Beckham Jr. becomes very complicated. He did not play any football last year, and he does not provide any value on special teams, which is a huge deal for a veteran player trying to find a spot. The team is looking to spread the ball around to the tight ends like Isaiah Likely and the existing receivers on the depth chart. You have to wonder where exactly Odell Beckham Jr. would even fit into the rotation if everyone else is healthy. Only John Harbaugh knows for sure what the vision is for this veteran receiver. But right now, there are just too many factors stacked against this reunion. I am honestly losing my mind thinking about the possibilities here because this is such a delicate balance for the franchise. Seriously, imagine the atmosphere at the stadium if Odell Beckham Jr. walks back through those doors for the first time in years. It would be an explosive moment for the fans, and the energy would be absolutely ridiculous. But then you look at the raw reality of the situation, and you realize that John Harbaugh is a coach who values grit and versatility above everything else. The fact that Odell Beckham Jr. does not contribute on special teams is a massive hurdle in a league where every roster spot is precious. I am hearing that the team is incredibly high on the growth of the current receiver room, and they want to give those guys every opportunity to prove they belong in the long-term plans. It feels like the Giants are trying to move away from the big-name drama of the past and build something more sustainable around players like Malik Neighbors and Isaiah Likely. Unbelievable as it sounds, we might be witnessing the final transition into a completely new era of Giants football. The front office is betting everything on the recovery of Malik Neighbors and the development of their young core. If Malik Neighbors comes back for that brutal second half of the schedule and plays like a superstar, then the decision to pass on Odell Beckham Jr. will look like a masterclass in management. But if the offense stalls and we struggle to move the ball through the air in those first few weeks, the pressure on John Harbaugh is going to be historical. I want to know if you think this is a brilliant tactical move or if we are just being way too cautious with our roster construction. We are trying to build the most passionate tribe in the NFL world right here, so make sure you are subscribed as we hit that 500 subscriber goal. This is about us against the rest of the league, and we need your voice in this conversation. This entire saga surrounding Odell Beckham Jr. and the health of Malik Neighbors is the ultimate test for the New York Giants in 2026. We are looking at a vision of the future that is either going to lead us back to glory or leave us wondering what if for years to come. The potential of Malik Neighbors is through the roof, and if he can overcome this knee injury, he will be the cornerstone of this franchise for the next decade. The strategy to use the PUP list and the Week 8 bye is a calculated gamble that shows John Harbaugh has a very long-term view of how this season should unfold. He is not looking for a quick fix or a flashy headline. He is looking for a team that can compete when the games matter most in November and December. While the heart of every fan wants to see Odell Beckham Jr. back in the blue jersey, the head of the organization is looking at the spreadsheets and the scheme fits. It is a brutal reality of the business we love. If we suffer a couple of unexpected injuries during training camp, you better believe the phone will be ringing for Odell Beckham Jr. immediately. But until that happens, it looks like the team is content to let the young guns take the lead. I want to see your fire in the comments right now. Is this our year to finally reclaim our spot at the top? Or are we being let down by a lack of true urgency now? Do you believe Malik Neighbors will be the savior of this offense? Or do we absolutely need the veteran presence of Odell Beckham Jr. to keep this ship afloat? I want to read every single one of your thoughts because this is our team and our community. We are closing in on our goal of 500 subscribers, and your support means the world to the tribe. Let's show the rest of the league what it means to be a fan of the greatest team in football, Big Blue.